Everyone, I'm with Head of RTB, Daria of Adsterra Network.
Hello there.
Yeah, hi, Daria, how are you?
Doing good, thanks. How about you?
I'm good, thanks. Okay, so tell me a little bit about yourself. When did you start working in the industry, and for how long you've been in the industry, and how do you like working in Adsterra?
Yes, well, actually, I've reached affiliate marketing maybe 6 or so years ago. I started as a CPA account manager, actually. Then the programmatic thing happened to me, and I've been in RTB for the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
So, yes, that's what. And I've joined Adsterra maybe in May 2022. So I'm leading the entire both buying and selling department. So yes, here I am.
Perfect. So RTB is a little bit of complicated term for some affiliates or some people, right? You don't. It's really confusing for some. So can you briefly explain what is exactly RTB and how it differs from traditional advertising methods?
Yeah, for sure. So the easiest way to explain it is the following. We normally help to meet thousands of our publishers with thousands of our advertisers. So how we do that? Normally it will look like regular smart link, but the thing is that we connect our ad servers. I mean, the publisher server and the advertiser. And also, when you do buy on a regular smart link via direct link, you usually put a specific bid on your entire campaign. When you do buy via RTB or when you do sell via RTB, you bid to a specific impression or click. So that is the only difference.
Right. And how has RTB evolved over the past few years? Like, what are some key trends that you have seen in this industry?
That's actually a very good question. You know, the biggest trendsetters there are guys who develop display ad formats, so like Tabula or Adsterra.
Yeah.
And these guys, they definitely are game changers because, you know, they put so much effort into developing into varying their kinds of promotion, so that's pretty well. And as for the, I don't know, maybe specific trend, I would say that artificial intelligence is a big thing right now. And you've maybe seen there was a roundup here, a discussion of an affiliate, of an artificial intelligence. And I feel that in the nearest future, almost all of the networks that use RTB would try to integrate artificial algos because, you know, sometimes we do suffer from a lot of manual work, and this is what we have to implement.
Right. So in your opinion, what are the benefits of RTB for the advertisers? How it can help them reach their audience more effectively?
Well, the most obvious bonus for the advertiser who uses RTB buying is the following. You normally can get way more traffic to be tested in the very beginning, and you can spend pretty much decent amount of money because, you know, each impression is set to a specific bit, so you do not waste great budgets. And as for the advertisers who are pros in RTB buying, there is also a way to, you know, to develop your API and your integration that can help you to start buying even more. Right.
Okay. So on the flip side, what are some challenges associated with RTB? How can advertisers and publishers overcome those challenges?
Yeah, the biggest myth is that we normally say sell poor quality traffic via RTB. I can say that is not true because, you know, RTB is just a method of selling and buying. It has nothing to be done with traffic quality. So normally it's advertisers or ad networks' initiative to filtrate and to collect the traffic and to estimate the traffic. So those who do buy via OpenRTB, they should always keep on testing and they should always rely on some checking and scanning systems. Sometimes we try to develop our own in-house solutions. For instance, we have such solution in Adsterra. Also, you should always rely on manual checks, and there is plenty of instruments available, like AdSecure, GeoEdge, and so on. These instruments can help you to estimate your traffic. They can help you to check for frauds and irrelevant clicks and so on. So yes, that is definitely what you should aim for.
Perfect. So now let's talk about future. Now, how do you see RTB changing in the next few years? And are there any new features you're really excited about, which you see are going to be new innovations or something?
Well, personally for me, as a head of Adsterra, I do wish that we will get into display ad formats in the nearest future, because for now we do only propagandas and social bars or in-page pushes, and generally speaking, the theme is definitely comes for the artificial intelligence. That is the very, very, very big theme. I know plenty of networks that are already trying to develop their algos. And I know that people who work with the RTB, for now, I mean the regular managers, they do not suffer from plenty of work and optimization. Because, artificial intelligent algos, they do help to ease on the process.
Right, okay. Now, in terms of measurement and analytics, how can advertisers ensure that they are getting the most out of their RTB campaigns? What matrices should they paying most attention to?
Well, to be honest, it depends on the ad format that you are buying. But if you speak about, for instance, propagandas, you should definitely check the conversion rate all the time, because sometimes there are untrustable partners who can try to sell you a bunch of clicks, but they would never lead you to any conversion. So this is it. If you are buying via CPM, or if you are running a campaign via CPM, you should definitely check the fill rates and the win rates, just to make sure that you are getting the most out of this.
Interesting. So how do you see RTB fitting into a larger digital marketing strategy? And can it work on conjunction with other advertising, like say methods?
Yes, actually, RTB is not a new thing, to be honest, and it is something that most of the ad networks in 2023 try to develop on their own. Here in Dubai, there are plenty of companies that are trying to, to create their own RTB product, and who are trying to buy some SaaS or so on. So yes, that is definitely a very, very, very popular thing. And I do believe that in the nearest future, maybe in 5 years or so, most of the ad campaigns would be run automatically via the open RTB protocol, yes, because that will help you.
Okay. Now, what is your advice for new advertisers who are new to the RTB, this whole concept? What should they keep in mind when they are starting out with RTBs?
Right. I would suggest them to start with reliable ad networks first, because the bigger is the company, the better traffic they normally have, because they are way more good at technologies. They have nice scanning tools, and they have a decent amount of new and exclusive publishers. So yes, you should definitely aim for the bigger networks and more popular networks. And also, maybe the second thing is that you should not be afraid of asking your account managers what might work wrong. Because, sometimes the integration does not go very smooth since the very beginning. And whenever you see a huge click loss or some statistics discrepancies, you should always ask your manager. Do not try to be the one hero who can bear it all.
Yeah.
You should just ask what might have happened and what went wrong.
Right. Okay. Now, what would you suggest? What kind of budget one should have to get started with RTB?
To be honest, we do have a minimum budget here at Adsterra, and it's about $100 per day, if I'm not mistaken. But I would suggest that you should not rely on only the budget metrics, because sometimes your product is not that big for now, so you're not going to spend $100 even. But you should ask your account manager whether it is okay and whether we can link to specific publishers who will bring very, very, very nice revenue.
Interesting. Okay. And now, finally, do you have any success stories or case studies for companies that have effectively used RTB?
Yes. To be honest, I've been working in three ad networks, and I tried to develop the RTB departments there since the very beginning, and I think that I've managed to develop these departments, and for now, all of these campaigns, they do proceed working with RTB, and they do develop it, and sometimes they even come to me and ask, wow, what is going on, and if everything is okay, if I be in Adsterra, if I do like their traffic, and if everything is okay. So yes, that is probably one of my success stories.
Perfect. Now let's talk about this conference, Affiliate World Dubai. How was that for you, and what are the things you like most about it?
Well, I would say that it was a little bit exhausting for me, because there were plenty of interviews, plenty of meetings, so it was always la 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 and a lot of talking. So my voice actually might sound a little bit raspy right now. And I do appreciate the organizers, because everything looks fantastic. Everything is clean. It is not that hot as it is outside. And everything is put into place, because here you can see the ad networks. There are some products. That is the perfect organization for me.
Okay, perfect. Do you have any final advice for someone who wants to start with your RTB platform?
Yes, maybe I have. I would repeat that you should never be worried and never be afraid of asking your account managers where to start, what should you buy first, what to do first. Our managers, they normally work for 8 to 10 hours per day, so we can always provide you with a very good expertise.
Perfect. Okay. So, how if someone wants to reach you out, how they can contact you?
I can leave my Skype ID, Telegram ID.
Okay. Perfect. We'll leave your contact details with this video, description of this video. Okay. All right. Okay. It was really nice talking to you, Daria. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
much. And
I
won't keep you for long, because I know you have another meeting scheduled. So thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye, guys.